Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to another edition of TEW2020 and the WWF save with the Death of the Territories converted mod. Join us for our August show as we get ever closer to getting to the next level of size. It's been quite a tricky time trying to book the company because being so close to WrestleMania 1, and obviously there's matches you want to make happen, but at the same time you kind of want to leave them for that big WrestleMania card. So I do want that to be like the best rating I can possibly get. So there is a wee bit of pressure on just keeping people away from each other, but at the same time ensuring, that they are still getting good matches, they're gaining momentum, they're gaining overness, and at the same time making sure the company's obviously growing to become bigger and bigger and allowing us to buy out more of our competitors. So as standard with a WWF show, we are running in the tri-state region. We are in the Carrier Stadium, I think, or the Yankee Stadium, I believe, again. So we should be looking at attendance pretty similar to what King of the Ring was, but that pretty much just shows that we are continuing to be a very strong company. So we're live on Cablevision, we're live on pay-per-view, and as always, thanks for taking the time out to watch a video. You know what to do if you want to get social. As I say, a wee sub just drops all these videos in your inbox, so you don't need to go hunting for them. If you want to buy a game, or buy the game I should say, links in the description, as well as the best place for mods and other creators' content, whether that be written or verbal. So without further ado, let's crack into it. We have 12 segments on today's show. Let's see how it goes down. So I actually wanted to start the show this time with a hype sports entertainment angle. I wanted to get the best out of the main event, which is going to see Hulk Hogan and Zbyszko in tag team action. But I felt like, just giving Zbyszko this kind of spotlight alongside Hogan just continues to show the favour of putting in the Hulkster. But just really going for that early big angle rating so we can protect our final score. So an 84 with Zbyszko not following the script well, but both guys benefiting from a hot catchphrase, and it got the show hotter and got it off to a strong start. So everything you kind of want there. Obviously the usual negatives of low locker room morale. And I think we had 16 guys when I'd done an open forum complain, so yeah, the background's not great, which it's just one of those things with this type of mod. We started off with a bout that had fantastic heat and great wrestling with the Road Warriors defeat the Wild Samoans again in 13:59 with Road Warrior Animal pinning Afa with a top rope power slam. This was the 11th defence of the World Wrestling Federation World Tag Team Championships for the Road Warriors. And 82 is very, very strong here. Storyline advances, gains heat, crowd gets hotter as well. I went with the Wild Samoans because we are trying to build up some tag teams, but they weren't ready just to be thrown in and obviously take the loss to the Road Warriors. And that was well documented. When the Road Warriors were celebrating, the Koloffs ran in and beat them down to the mat. So we have Nikita Koloff now, so him and Ivan beating down the Road Warriors. Both guys not particularly over, so hoping a segment like this can elevate them. And a 44, but basically having to use Raw to build them up very, very slowly. When I had a match that had fantastic heat and good wrestling as David Schultz defeated Ricky Steamboat in 10:25 with a pile driver. This was a 71. We had to protect Ricky Steamboat here. We also had to, as I say, make it a storytelling match. Now, the reasoning for this one, for this type of booking, is Ricky Steamboat in this particular mod is a freelancer, so you can't sign him for more than 9 months. That time is about to come to an end. He refuses to re-sign, so of course, naturally, you job on the way out. So David Schultz picks up a big victory over the Dragon. And then after it, Schultz and Mantell just basically cut a promo just saying the bounty hunters are still going to be taking names. As you saw what just happened there to Ricky Steamboat. That was at 51. Next up, we had a bout that had fantastic heat and great wrestling as Gino Hernandez defeats Jim Duggan in 11:50 with a foreign object. A simple match here, giving Duggan a good spotlight. But Gino Hernandez picks up the victory there. As I say, King Gino, the King of the Ring winner, has to remain very strong. Overall, very well booked, apart from locker room morale and awful gimmick. Gino has a promo after, which was a 73, just getting over the fact he is the king. And then we give a performance for Jerry Lawler. Of course, we have signed him, and he'll be taking on Don Morocco today, so his promo was an 81. Interesting to see what the King can do in the World Wrestling Federation. And he starts off with an exceptional matchup as Jerry Lawler defeats Don Morocco in 13:52 with a pile driver. 83 is spectacular. Very good performance from Lawler with 84. Morocco seems to be an over from his matches in other companies rather than with ourselves. So he's been very good to put people over. But yeah, overall, an 83. Very solid, it must be said. We then had the WWF Championship on the line, and it had fantastic heat and great wrestling as Bruiser Brody defeats Curt Hennig in 17:36 by pinfall, illegally using the ropes for leverage. Just a second title defence for Bruiser Brody in an 85 rated matchup. So the reason for Curt Hennig challenging Brody again, there's quite a few. Obviously, you don't want to put Hogan straight in a title fight, you don't want to put Flair straight in a title fight. Hennig obviously is getting jobbed out because Andre's basically turned the roster against him. So he's also going to be someone that can carry Brody a very, very good match. So I just felt like, yeah, we'll put Curt Hennig in, he'll take the loss, and yeah, Bruiser Brody will continue his reign as the World Wrestling Federation champion. Probably should have made that main event with that being an 85. So big pressure on the main event. After the match, Brody just beats down Curt Hennig, gets some more heat on him, which was a 78. And our main event of the evening, an 84. Not too bad there. And it was about that had fantastic heat and great wrestling. The usual team of Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan defeated Larry Zbyszko and Ollie Anderson in 18:21 when Hogan pinned Ollie with the big leg drop. So Ollie Anderson was a weak link. An 84. In terms of in-ring performance, 83 Zbyszko, 84 Hogan, 88 Andre. It's the usual. These two will team up. Andre's going to have the far better overness. Hogan's trying to grasp some of that overness, so Hogan will always take the pinfall victory. The show itself was an 83, increased our pop in 11 regions. A very solid show across the board. I'm just going to jump out and go to the main screen because I want to have an idea size-wise how close we are to the next level. And while we are loading, we have an announcement we're going to make at the end of the video as well. So overall, excellent. Seems to have struck gold with the show. Seeing if there's anything that directly affects us. It seems not. Andre the Giant says Sherry Martel is not tough enough for the business. Well, Andre, you are in for a surprise, sir. Arf is unhappy at how he's being booked. We had 468,499 viewers, which was a buy rate of 0.93. So a few things I would like to check. Have we ever actually had a buy rate over? Yep, King of Ring was over, so that's still our highest buy rate, so we're a wee bit off with that, that's fair enough. And financially, we did make quite a loss last time in terms when we had our miscellaneous and tax, so whilst 1.8 was still our biggest ever profit margin, there was still a long way to go to improve on that. And they'll probably lose a good bit again to miscellaneous and tax. So 16 million looks good, but it'll probably end up seen as maybe just over 14 million if we can make a 1.1 million profit size. Speaking of size, we are very, very close. Great Lakes, check. Mid-Atlantic, check. New England is 1 point off. Southeast is 3 points off. And the Tri-State is all good in the hood. But as I say, it's really impressive with the Southeast because that was at 28 over compared to where the rest of the places have been. And we've managed to jump that up to 74. So really good effort in getting the Southeast area up. You can also argue as well the Mid-South has done well to get from 28 to 71. And that's only from August, so it would have been even further back down the line. Nice wee gain as well from Puerto Rico, 23 to 44. And Hawaii, 1 to 29. Other places where it kind of gets a bit of exposure because of the deal. Well, most places have gained, but you can see the bigger gains there obviously in Quebec. Even a little bit in the rest of Nord-Occidente as well. I'm assuming making gains actually around the world despite not really having anywhere to showcase apart from Japan, where Hokkaido we've had a wee bit of a decline there, but yeah, we seem to be growing around the wrestling world. So, the announcement then. Well, I'm afraid to say there's not good news. It is going to be a decision that's been made by myself thinking about this. The Death of the Territories mod obviously was a conversion from TEW2016, and it seems that itself was converted from 13. It is not converted great, as we've probably noticed with the backstage issue. Morale was always like that just because of the personality feature within TEW2020. So the decision I'm making is the series will end, but the series will be ending after WrestleMania. I want to get to WrestleMania and get that dream card. I just feel like there's too many issues backstage. When you're getting 20 people a show that want to go to the open forum, and this is with not being booked on the card, not even being an issue. And as I say, that backstage morale is always at 0. I'm having to pay big money to keep people happy, and everybody's still having big morale issues. It's just the way the conversion of the mod is. I knew what I was getting myself in for. I was wanting to take it through the years. But I think what we'll do is, with any kind of save like this, we'll just see if anything pops up in the community that's maybe from this kind of time frame that we saw evidence that it runs smoothly, and we'll go for it. But at the end of the day, we need to remember we still have other saves on the channel that are going to go long term. The WWE save is going to go pretty much until this game is no longer a thing. AEW will keep going as well. It kind of gives you guys a wee break as well, because there's videos being literally nearly every day, so it'll give you another day to kind of recharge the batteries. Or we could end up seeing more WWE videos, because that save has been really fun. But this save has been fun. It's just, it gets a bit tedious when you're always getting to having to fix morale issues and getting 6 incidents a show. But I knew what I was getting myself in for. But I just feel Mania is a good ending point, and that should still take us to probably, I'd say, about 40 odd episodes, which still for a wee mini-series is pretty damn respectable. So hopefully you'll join us for the September show. So we've still got September, October, November, December, January, February, and then WrestleMania. So there's still at least 7 episodes, so as much as it sounds like it's going to finish soon, we've probably got another 2 months of this, which is pretty damn cool. And hopefully that Mania card. So I want to see if we can try with Mania. There's 2, because obviously I want to get all the achievements in TW. So 2 things I want to aim for is obviously the 100,000 crowd. I don't think we'll get that here, but I could maybe tick the 70,000 crowd. And I want to see if with the overness of wrestlers that we can get to a 100 rated match. Because I feel like if we can get to that next size, to big, then hopefully we can get a bit more exposure, and WrestleMania could deliver that. If not, well, it's lessons learned for a future save down the line. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully see you for the next episode. The big end of month show for September. Cheers, bye.